Welcome to Conservative Voices Talking Points. Eric, I'd like to start with you. Can you describe for our audience the term conservatism and then what it means to you to be a conservative?
It means to me limited government, free market capitalism, individual responsibility, and importantly, fiscal restraint. And I would add American pride to that. I think what we've seen certainly in the last 5-6 years is the need and the want to be, again, proud to be an American. And that's very important to me and to us, and what I fight for every day.
All right. Gentry, would you like to add to that meaning and description and maybe give a couple of details about some of the freedoms we have being conservatives?
I think that conservatism is that set of ideas that says that you and I can run our lives better than any far distant government or any elite can run our lives for us. And I think that set of ideas, which has been built right into our founding documents and continues unbroken to this day, are the one set of ideas that have lifted people up out of all kinds of maladies that have defined the human condition for thousands of years. Violence, despair, disease, hunger, poverty, those things that our set of ideas have lifted people out of time and time again consistently. And so I'm thrilled to be a small part of this and to be a part of discussing how those principles are still relevant in our lives and can still drive America to a brighter future.
So kind of in conjunction with that, Eric, back to you. Can you discuss a little bit of what big government is doing versus conservative ideals?
When I worked in government, the Department of Commerce alone had 47,000 employees. I felt like we could have done the same, if not better work with considerably less. That was one example that I saw in Washington, D.C., and certainly continue to this day, where you have a big government that wants to add people and wants to add further and further debt and borrow more money, and the results don't get any better. In fact, the results I'm predicting are going to be a whole lot worse than where they've been. So it is very important that we shrink the size of government that has gotten, certainly in just the last several months that the Biden administration has become completely bloated, and they are spending money like there's no tomorrow.
So, Gentry, back to you. Can you kind of correlate that bringing people out of poverty that conservatism has done versus, like Eric said, possibly the current administration has loaded more and more debt? What's the correlation there of federal spending versus bringing truly people out of poverty?
Yeah, when we think about the word conservatism itself, right, it suggests that we're trying to conserve something. And I would suggest to you and to our viewers that the best modern definition of what we are trying to conserve is that we're trying to conserve individual liberties to individual Americans. And that set of ideas, when we let people take command and control of their own lives, rather than confessing that a far distant elite, as Ronald Reagan would say, can run our lives better than we can, that set of ideas has unleashed an American economy that has created more progress and more prosperity for more people than any other set of governing or economic ideas in all of human history. That's conservatism in modern America today.